All right, YouTube. It's about 12:30, a little past midnight. But before I tell y'all something about somebody else and somebody else's business, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about myself and my business. All right. I'm just coming from the gym, and when I was on the stair stepper at the end of my workout, I was watching a channel, Dontay London. All right. And I want to talk about something before everybody else talks about it, because I know everybody else is going to talk about this. And why am I talking about this instead of filming my workout? Because lately I haven't been filming my workouts, and people wonder why. It's just because I kind of got burnt out of filming my workouts, all right? And it's kind of like I wasn't comfortable with filming my workouts at the moment, because it's just, for those who work out probably can get what I'm about to say. Having to put the camera down, thinking about what I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna say, was taken away from my own. It might be selfish, but it was taken away from my own enjoyment of just putting on my headphones and going to work. All right. So I'm about 85% past that feeling. So I'm almost about to get back to filming in the gym. I think throughout the month of July and August, the main months of the summer, I'm gonna be on fire again. But we're gonna talk about this Dontay London thing, needing a place to live, and maybe his woman is pregnant. Maybe she's not. I don't know. I think they said it in the video, but that's the point I'm trying to make, because I was on a stair stepper at the end of my workout, because I'm not a treadmill guy. And then it's too dark and too late at night to walk outside. Because if I do, I have to keep that blicky ready to get sticky. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point, right? Um, that's besides the point. The point is, I read a comment that said, Dontay, y'all too broke to be to bring in another baby in the world, and that's selfish and blah blah blah. And under that comment, I wrote, well, this video is most likely going to get more than most people's paycheck. I don't know if somebody commented back or not. I'm not gonna say the name of the person who commented that, because I don't know them. I don't know where they was coming from with that. But that's the point that I be trying to make. It's always the people don't hate down, they hate up. All right. That happens when it comes to weight loss, fitness, money, YouTube, anything you could think of. Basketball, you can name something. People don't hate down, they hate up. They look at the top people, and they got comments and suggestions of what the top people should be doing. All right. It always happens. If I go to the gym right now, I'm about 175. If I go to the gym right now and I deadlift 500 pounds, somebody who deadlifts less than that, that's almost 5 times my body weight. Is it? Wait, 170? Whatever. I'm not going to do the math. If I'm deadlifting 5 times my body weight, somebody who can't even deadlift 2 times their body weight, they might be 225 and can't deadlift 450. Well, I can hit that for reps, and I'm only 175 pounds. Daddy. They're going to tell me how to deadlift. Somebody who's getting thousands of views per video, who has hundreds of thousands of views on some of their videos, somebody who got a few hundred views on their videos, telling that person what to do. All they doing is talking. They just chatty patty. And when I say chatty patty, I don't mean the homie chatty patty. But I'm talking about people in real life. I've been saying chatty patty for years, so I keep saying that every time I say that word. I've been saying, go through my videos. Go through my videos talking about talking in the gym. Type in rep and type fitness talking. And go to the oldest videos. I've been saying the word chatty patty. That's before Dame Dash was saying it's about, somebody talk about somebody else's business and whatever instead of their own. Whatever he said. My point is, you got a million people, especially these ladies. I don't get it. No disrespect between, it's not man versus woman with this. I'm just saying. A lot of women leave their men, or they leave their situation. They leave, they become single mothers. Some of the dudes be leaving too, but I'm just saying. I've seen people, my point is, I've seen people do way more with way less. Way more with way less. So if they're bringing another child into this world, be happy for him, in my opinion. Be happy for him, in my opinion. That kid gonna have a mother and a father who are both trying to do something. I don't know exactly. I don't know everybody's personal business. I got my own personal business too much to worry about than to know exactly what they got going on. But I'm just speaking on it because I know a lot of other people are going to speak on it. And I want to put some positivity into it. You know what I'm saying? Into the situation. I feel like do your thing. We live, we learn. He young. She young. They're gonna make mistakes. They got passed. Both of them got a pass. I don't know what they passed or both of. You know, we know a little bit about Dontay, we see it. But even people, his exes, they got their own lives to live. You know what I'm saying? We live, we learn, we grow. We all part of each other's lives. That you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I ain't got a bunch of stuff in my past. We all do. But I'm just saying, like, I don't got stuff that's gonna linger because I was smart. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I do right now. Like I go to the gym. I just came from the gym, right? I'm related to that. I work out by myself. I ain't gotta get into it with nobody in the gym. I don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? There was a time that this guy, right? We used to work out together. And I don't do workout partners. I think it was about the time where I was transitioning to where I used to have a few workout partners, then I stopped having so many workout partners, and then I started getting to the point where I'm at now where I refuse. I don't care. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. It's just not for me. You know, a lot of people gonna judge me. Well, why not? Because I don't want to. All right, it's not for me. It messes me up. I'm not about to do something that messes me up. But this dude, like, he was like hating on me, right? Because I guess he wanted to still work out with me, and I was like, nah. And like, we still could be cool. We could be friends without working out. And just want to do my thing. So dude was like trying to tell me how to lift. Everything I do, he was trying to tell me, trying to tell me. I got tired of it. I was like giving him hints, like, bro, like, come on, man, just chill. Then I got to the point where I was like, man, bro, I wasn't even mad. We wasn't beefing, but it was friendly gym competition. And I was like, bro, if I listen to you, then I'm hustling backwards. And and I'm like, he was like, why? I was like, because I'm stronger than you. I'm better than you at this. And we go back and forth a little bit. And I'm the type of person that let you say everything you gotta say before I say what I gotta say. I let you empty the clip. That way you can't say nothing else. You don't say it at all. Then I was like, we in the gym right now, we can go. Not as in fight or nothing, but we could go as in competing against each other. So we bench, squat, and deadlift, and then we did a bonus pull-ups. I was like 180, 175 at the most, and I had less muscle than I got now. But I didn't get as shredded as I get now. I was cutting, but I like to get single digit now. You know what I'm saying? I like to get. You know, I see my before and afters, and if you have it, you need to go see them. But my point is, we was deadlifting. I beat him on deadlift by about 10 pounds. He weighed 225, maybe 230. I was a lot lighter than him. Anybody that knows lifting, he should have smoked me on everything. So I deadlifted, beat him by about 10 pounds. Squatted, he beat me by about 10 pounds. Um, Bench press, we did the same weight, but I clowned him on it. So we deadlifted about 405, 425. I wasn't in my fives like I am now. I'll be in my six once deadlifts gets back on the front burner, right? For those who don't lift, if you don't apply, let it fly. Just hear me out. Just hear the numbers and do the math, right? So we get to the bench press. Well, we squatted too. So my squat was heavier than it is now, and I'm bringing it back. Well, we squatted some good weight, like late threes or something like that. We get to the bench press. He gets to 275, and he couldn't lift it. I had to save him. I had to pull it off of him. And so he think that I got him. Well, he think we was tied up. And he looking at me like he wonder how much I'm going to bench. And like a dummy, I kept the weight the same. You're supposed to warm back up. Even though you just did all this other stuff, you didn't warm up on the bench. I went straight to 275 on the bench, which I was super confident. Because I knew I knew I could lift way more than that. And I weigh less than him. 275 is only 50 pounds over his body weight. That's almost 100 pounds over the body weight I was. So I get to it. I pull it down. I unrack it, pull it down to my chest, and I act like I was struggling. So as soon as he went to go and grab it, because he thought he had me, he was happy. He went to go and grab it to help get it off of me. I was like, hold on, watch out, bro. Boom, lifted it. Boom. He was like, man, I was like, man, that's what you was struggling under? I put it back down on my chest. We supposed to be just competing for one rep. And I'm talking while it's on my chest. Anybody that know lifting, that makes it harder. Right? So I'm like, that's what you was struggling under? This ain't nothing. I'm only 180, I'm 175, whatever I was. Boom, did it another. Did it like 3 reps. And then I was like, boom, man, get off me, man. Don't ever tell me about how to lift. You know what I'm saying? You can't lift like me, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, don't forget, we still got pull-ups to do. So he did like 3 pull-ups. I did like 30. So I beat him on the deadlift. He beat me on squat. I beat him on bench press. And I beat him on pull-ups. So I beat him 3 out of 4. And then you always got some hating dude gonna say some, yeah, he still beat you because I'm like, how? Whatever, man. But that's not the point. The point is, you're always going to have people saying this and that and the third about you. It's never going to stop. It's never going to end. So my thing is, do your thing regardless. Because if they ain't talking about you, if they ain't hating on you, that's their job. Their job is to hate. So if they're not talking, they're not hating on you, then you ain't doing your job. It's unfortunate that we got to measure it that way. But that means you ain't got nothing going on for you if you ain't got people talking. Every time I go to the gym, any gym I go to, unless I go to a new gym and they don't know me yet. But as soon as I start lifting and they start seeing that my small 175-pound frame can lift X amount of pounds, I'm lifting more than people double my body weight sometimes. I'm natty. I'm lifting more than people that's not natty. I make a name for myself before, and then they get real mad at me because I won't conversate with them. Focus. Work. Do the work. Or it don't come from nothing. It don't come from just being in there. See, a lot of people got mad at Dontay because he said something about making YouTube easier. And when they did those videos and it didn't work for them, it worked for me and it didn't. View-wise, it didn't. Duration-wise, my duration got longer. I went from getting like 2 minutes duration on my videos to getting like 10 minutes duration on my videos. That's 5 times more. So you tell me it didn't work. I don't know how that. I mean, of course, people that see the numbers on the views, they don't know how much the duration was. So I gotta tell them. You know, I can show you my analytics if you want to know. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, whatever isn't measured, that also leads me to say whatever isn't measured can't be managed, all right? That's just like when you're trying to lose weight, you never get on the scale. How do you know which way you're trending? You're trying to lift weights. You don't count your reps, you don't count your sets, or it doesn't even matter. You go in the gym, you just chilling and talking. You're not going to get anywhere, right? You don't count your calories. You don't check how much protein you're getting every day. If you're not consistent. Same thing with YouTube. If you're not getting in front of this camera and you're talking or whatever, or you throwing, regardless of what it is, you got to throw something against the wall until it stick and then do that. Me personally, I got a lot of videos that's not about fitness at all. Some of my best videos are not about fitness at all. But I stick to fitness because that's what this channel's about. 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Lately, it's probably been 90% of the time about something else. But I'm about to really get back in my fitness bag. I'm going to bring back the walk and talk cardios. I'm going to bring back the cooking videos. I ain't done a cooking video in forever. But I'm going to bring back the informational videos. Dieting and cutting and working out. I have not stopped doing that. I just ain't been making videos about it. I've been doing it behind the scenes. All right? So I ain't never slowed down. I ain't stopping. All right? A lot of people, why you ain't bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger? Because I am not. You can't tell nobody, man. If you don't know, then you don't know, all right? Beginner, that's why they make so much money in the fitness industry too, like, because they know that beginners are easy to fool. So they can sell you anything. And stuff that don't even work sell the best. Anything with big promises. This is going to make you lose X amount of pounds. This is going to build X amount of muscle naturally without being on no gear. This is going to do this and this is going to do that. Beginners are easy to fool and y'all buy anything. A lot of times y'all buy stuff because y'all think y'all can buy fitness. Yeah, you can take GLPs and stuff like that and make you lose weight, but that's not fitness. That's the opposite of fitness. That stuff is poison. All right, so don't poison your ears with the wrong things, listening to the wrong people. Do what you gotta do. Put one step forward every day. Best step. You cannot walk without crawling first. You can't run without walking first. Jogging, flying, soaring, gliding, all that. Helicopter, teleport. What is it? Instant transmission. Goku. Like you ain't never gonna